listener and viewer out there on the frequency of Unity 93.3 FM and the TV station Unity TV. My name is Rukayat Sani Ibrahim, and today is Monday, January 8th, 2023. And I warmly welcome you to another edition of the program Hello at Work, a program that brings you trending issues on social media. And I hope you have a lovely and stress-free weekend. And also, you woke up agile and energetic to face Monday day, a day that every worker is always busy. The kids are heading to school because they resume today. And our parents are also heading to office from one place to another. Nevertheless, I wish us all a stress-free Monday, and we'll get back home safe and sound. All right, we have trending issues on social media, and I have decided to pick 3 for your consumption this morning. And my first story reads: Taraba to reintroduce history in primary secondary schools. Now, the Taraba state government has announced plans to reintroduce history as a subject in the basic education curriculum in schools in the state. The state governor, Agbu Kefas, made this known when he hosted journalists to a dinner in Jalingo on Sunday. The news agency of Nigeria reports that history was removed from primary and secondary education curriculum in the 2009-2010 academic session. NAN reports that in November 2022, the federal government reintroduced history as a stand-alone subject in the basic education curriculum in Nigeria 13 years after its abolition. History, he said, has a connection with the development of any society. No society would truly develop without its inhabitants having a good knowledge of their history. That is why we will introduce history studies in our primary and secondary schools in the state to lay a foundation for accelerated development, he said. The governor also said in no distance time, primary school teachers in the state must be first degree holders, while secondary school teachers must have a minimum of master's degree to enhance the quality of education in the state. He urged journalists to monitor the implementation of the state government's free education policy in primary and secondary school to ensure that all the school administrators were doing the right thing, while commending journalists for their objective reportage so far. KFAS pledged to renovate the press center in Jalingo and provide operational vehicles to the various groups under the Nigerian Union of Journalists. Speaking, Mr. Danjuma Adamu, the immediate Pasaraba Commissioner for Information, urged the state government to journalists as partners in progress. Also speaking, Hajja Zainab Jalingo, the State Commissioner for Information, called for continued partnership with journalists to serve the people of the state better. Earlier, the Taraba NUJ Chairman Matthew Jen and the State NUJ Correspondent Chapel Chairman Gabriel York assured the governor of continued objective reportage for the benefit of all. Okay, this one is coming at the, I'll begin by saying thumbs up to the state government of Taraba State in Jalingo. All right, just like you said that history is fundamental, as is a basic education curriculum that must be imbibed in schools. Yes, and no generation will prosper or grow without its inhabitants having a knowledge of where they are coming from. That's history of where they are coming from. And nobody will tell Nigerians or the Africans their history more than Africans themselves. And another issue that has been raised that draw my attention is that primary school teachers henceforth in no distance time will be degree holders, while those for secondary school should have a minimum of master's degree to enhance the quality of the state. How do you think that is possible? Like a master's degree holder will go to a secondary school and teach. In as much as we Nigerians, most of us do not even see teaching as a profession. Most of the times you say ordinary teaching. Yes, this social person is a teacher. Some months back we've discussed here while Mr. Zach was here. We discuss about issue of teaching. Most of teachers even go and seek for a girl's hand in marriage, and the parents begin to look at the groom up and down as he's just a mere teacher. Are we going to give out our daughter's hand in marriage to a mere teacher? Will he be able to actually fend for her? Will he be able to take care of her? Will different issues are being raised. Why is that? Because most of the teachers here in Nigeria are not being paid something tangible. Teachers are the backbone of education, yes, because without teachers there wouldn't be doctors, there wouldn't be lawyers, and there wouldn't be teachers themselves. There wouldn't be the surgeons, the journalists. Mention any profession, they have to undergo knowledge before you can actually acquire such, but yet they are the least paid in Nigeria. But I hope with this that other states will actually imbibe this particular culture and enhance the teacher's salary here in Plateau, in Nigeria as a whole, not just in Taraba. And I hope that, yes, the graduates we have will be able to actually, mellow their minds and go to any of the schools within the confines of their state to actually teach. A degree holder teaching in a primary school, you can imagine the pay. We end up being paid 20,000 naira. That's the maximum. Some schools even pay you 30,000 naira. And I heard that other schools during holiday they don't pay. So during holiday you are just as unemployed as anybody is. Unless school resumes, that is when you begin to work and you get pay. Alright, we pray that things will get better in this particular country. Alright, we have this second story that reads, if you want to comment on any of the stories we're about to take or the ones we've taken so far, you can go to our Facebook page at Unity Radio FM TV. Just like our page and drop your comments. You can also go to our YouTube page at Unity TV. You can view us directly from there. And you can also send your text message from the number 080-3749-7127, 080-3749-7127. We have our second story that reads, I hated my parents for giving birth to me, sickle cell amputee who lost 2 siblings. Now, my name is Indobisi Iguala. I am 36 years old. I stay in Benin City, Edo State. I am from Amoji in the Ndokpa West local government area of Delta State. Due to my deteriorating health as a sickle cell patient and amputee, I'm not working at the moment. I can't work and have been bedridden since June 2023. I wasn't working as I visit the hospital regularly because of my health challenges. My health does not permit me to work. I have a diploma in applied microbiology. Then I did direct entry into the university and graduated with a bachelor's degree in biology education from the University of Benin in 2009. It wasn't easy, and so he was asked, how were you able to manage schooling and your health challenges as a sickle cell patient? It wasn't easy. There was a time when I had to take a break from school for over a year due to my health. I was able to graduate, but I couldn't go for my National Youth Service because of my health. I was incapacitated to go for the 1-year mandatory service. Now you were asked, can you share your journey of living with sickle cell and elaborate on the impact it has had on your life? My journey as a sickle cell patient has not been a pleasant one. It has been a painful experience that has deprived me of many things in life. It affected my association with people and my general social life. There was nothing I could do because it affected me so badly. Any little stress triggers joint pains that are extremely excruciating. My case was a very terrible one because I came from a family that could barely afford my medical treatments regularly due to financial constraints. Low finance was one of the reasons my health deteriorated so badly. After I graduated from the university, my arms were affected with a skin ulcer, which led to the amputation of my left arm. The muscles and nerves of my right hand were badly damaged. Living with sickle cell and undergoing amputation, how has the experience been for you? Now, in the initial diagnosis of my skin ulcer, I was told that my 2 hands were going to be amputated. The surgeons did all they could to salvage it, and my right hand was saved from amputation. However, I will be wearing a cast bandage on my right hand for the rest of my life. The bandage will keep the hand firm because the bones are very weak. So it's the cast that is holding the arm together and enables me to move and use it. I've done up to 5 surgeries in the past. The main issue I am having is the financial support. Now he was asked, when you were told that your arm was going to be amputated, how did you feel? It was as if my whole world came crashing down when the surgeon came to my bed and told me that my arms would be amputated. It was very devastated. It felt like the world has ended for me, and so many thoughts were running through my mind. I was almost depressed. I cried for years. It took me days before I could give consent for my surgery to be carried out. My mom had already given the consent, but they needed mine before they could go ahead. So in a way, I was the one delaying the surgery. It was difficult for me to make such a decision. Now he was also asked, how do you manage and cope with the physical and emotional pain associated with sickle cell and amputation? The number one person who gives me strength and the power to keep fighting is my mother. She never gave up on me. Despite all the pain and suffering she went through because of me, she is my backbone. Physically, the pain is extremely excruciating. I have cried a lot of times because of the pain. Sometimes, even pain relief drugs do not work as my body has gotten used to them. How have your parents supported you throughout your journey? My mom have been the breadwinner of the house. She have been the one doing everything possible to make sure I stay alive for her. She's a primary school teacher. From her mere salary, she's been trying her best to take care of me. She also borrows from friends too. She has been my backbone. My dad has not been in the picture because he left my mom and now has 5 other healthy sons with another woman. Now, what made your father leave your mom? My mother initially gave birth to 3 children, including me, who were sickle cell patients. My 2 younger siblings died the same month, and I became the only surviving sickle cell child at that time. After the death of my 2 immediate younger siblings, my mother later gave birth to a boy and 2 girls, but I am the only sickle cell patient among them. 2 are AA and 1 is AS. My younger sister is learning nursing and the other one is on apprenticeship. My brother graduated last year. Despite welcoming 3 other healthy children, my father still left my mother for another woman and welcomed 5 boys with the other woman. Due to pressure from his family, he left us and went to be with another woman. His family was questioning my mom for giving birth to sick and dying children. Wow. How have your siblings been supporting you? They have been trying. Since I have been bedridden, they have been assisting me. I pass urine in the bucket, and if I want to use the toilet, they assist me. My younger brother stays on his own, but I stay with my mom and 2 sisters. Since your father left your mom, has he been in communication with you? Yes, he sometimes reaches out to me, but he doesn't support me financially. When we talk, he asks me how I'm faring and the state of my health. Aside from that, he don't have conversations. Now, could you share some details about the circumstances surrounding the loss of your siblings? They died of sickle cell complications. I am the firstborn. The second boy was 12 years old when the third boy was a 6-month-old baby. They died when I was 14 years old. There was an empty vacuum in my heart. It was a very unpleasant experience. Have you been able to overcome the emotional trauma you experienced after the loss of your siblings? Over the years, yes, I have let it go. Regarding your sickle cell disease, what do you believe is responsible? Do you harbor any blame towards your parents? I used to blame my parents for my condition, especially when I was having those complications. They were both AS. When I was younger, I hated them for bringing me into this world. As I grow older, I no longer think that way. Now, what changed your thoughts towards them? I realized that it wasn't their fault. In the era they got married, there was no awareness about sickle cell conditions, so I understood better as I got more mature. I no longer blame them for anything. I used to blame my parents for my condition, especially when I was having those complications. They were both AS when I was younger. I hated them for bringing me into this world. Now, are you doing anything to advocate sickle cell patients? In my little way, I've been doing that. Every June, 19 being Sickle Cell Day, I usually post on my social media handles to create awareness of the sickle cell condition and the importance of knowing your partner's genotype before marriage or relationship. However, most Nigerians are too religious and they believe God can change the situation for them. In 2023, parents still give birth to sickle cell children. There are only a few people who take these things seriously. Now, how have you been managing financially for your treatment? It has been very difficult for me. I've been getting support from friends on social media, and other people around have been supporting me with the little they have. That is how I've been able to fund my medical treatment. I spend over 100,000 naira monthly. The money for the surgeries that I did in the past was donated to me by people on social media. Now, do you have friends? How have they been of support to you? Back in the university days, I had friends, but after my health badly deteriorated, they were nowhere to be found. Only one guy stood by me. In my secondary school days, there was only one guy that was doing his best to help me. They are the only people that have been with me from day one. I don't have friends. My extended family even abandoned me, and I am not getting any support from them. I only get help from people who do not know me personally. Wow. Now, in your condition, have you encountered situations where you felt discriminated against or treated unfairly? Yes, such has happened many times. I was stigmatized when I was younger, and all through my schooling years, a lot of people made comments on how tiny and bony I looked. I was bullied for my physical appearance. It's a regular thing in Nigeria and still happens till date. Alright, in as much as I feel for you, I feel so much for you, Ndobisi Igwala, who is just 36 years old and stays in Benin City. Now, from his conversation, you heard that up till now, even as we speak, a lot of parents still ignore the issue of genotype tests. Instead of you to go out there and test your genotype, know your status before going into marriage. No, people fall in love, and even after knowing their status that they are not compatible, they still go ahead to actually wed themselves, and at the end of the day, bring children into this world that will actually hate them. He said he hates his parents for actually bringing him into this world because he feels the pain every blessed day. Until the day he drew his last breath, he will always feel pains because there's no cure. Had it been there's cure, then this is something different. Even the money involved, he said he spends 100,000 naira monthly. Like, even if you are rich, even if his parents are rich, still they will go down financial. There will be a financial breakdown because you cannot just work every blessed day, and at the end of the day you end up every weekly or monthly going to the hospital for the same person, and you know definitely deep within you that there is no cure for that particular sickness except for that person to actually go through pain. Even painkillers at a point, do not work on them because of the excessive use of that particular drug. But we hope that parents and spouses out there will actually do the needful. If you are coming to a girlfriend actually to for marriage, even before you guys start dating, you can actually go out there and know your status, test yourselves, and know if you people are actually compatible, so that when you fall in love, you fall in love with the right person, not the wrong person. Because at the end of the day, look at it, his father actually had to leave the mom because he cannot take it any longer. And you know it definitely. If you are a woman out there, you know how these men behave. Some of them, I'm not generalizing, like all, most of them, and some of them actually do not like spending anything that will actually bring out money from a man's pocket. If it's not issue of housekeeping, food stuff, this and that, they don't actually love spending extravagantly, except if you are lucky actually to meet a man who loves spending extravagantly. The number for you to actually send in your text message is 08037497127, 08037497127. You can go to our Facebook page at Unity Radio FM TV, like our page and drop your comments, and we'll take your comments directly on the program. You can also actually view us directly on our YouTube page at Unity TV, After the third story and after the break, we'll actually go for our last I will actually open our phone lines. Now let's move straight to our last story that reads 585.18 million naira fish out Edu Farouk's alleged accomplice. Now CISLAC tells federal government. Now the Civil Society Legislative Advocacy Center, CISLAC, has asked the federal government and anti-graft agencies to fish out the alleged accomplice of the Minister of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Alleviation, Betta Edu, and her predecessor, Sadia Farouk. Now, the executive director of CISLAC, Awal Rafsanjani, made this call in an interview on Channels Television Sunday Politics. He said the fraud allegedly perpetrated by both the previous minister, Sadia, and the current one definitely work with some people. Where are those people? If you want to get to the root of this, we must get them investigated, Rafsanjani said. It was pathetic that a ministry that should be sympathetic to the citizens was caught in the web of alleged fund diversions. Now, he called on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to carry out sweeping reforms within ministries, departments, and agencies, stressing that alleged diversions of funds weren't restricted to the humanitarian ministry. The rights activist lauded the federal government for probing the minister and her predecessor, saying the new administration must take the probe seriously because the country was broke and needed money. We will not let this matter die. This is one of the many of it, Rafsanjani said. Now he called on the government to have the political will to pursue both probes till the end and extend such investigation to other MDAs. Recall that Edu's alleged involvement in the approval of 585,198,500 to be disbursed into a personal account have been met with controversy. Although the minister said some people plan to tarnish her image, the president subsequently ordered the probe into Edu's ministry. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, is presently probing Edu's predecessor, Farouk, over the alleged laundering of 37.1 billion naira during her tenure as a minister under the administration of ex-president Muhammadu Buhari. All right. You heard that, this story is on Twitter, and on Twitter, formerly is on X, formerly known as Twitter, and the Blueprint, which is Facebook. A lot of people have been discussing. A lot of people have, looking at it as a ministry that nevertheless has supposed to have citizens at heart, because it's a ministry that is in charge of all those Empower, all those loans, schemes, this and that, SMEs. And yet, this is a particular ministry that is first cut, that's under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Actually, it's a very, very sad one. Very, very sad, to be candid, because Nigerians have high hope that, yes, this ministry are doing the needful for the citizen, because they know that money being disbursed into their own personal on their own account, the ministry's account, is money meant for public. That's the public and masses, poorest of the poor, be it what they call. They said poorest of the poor, masses, this and that, the youths and the children, women and children do fall under any help that is coming is coming from that particular ministry, and yet they are the first to be caught in this scandal. It's very, very sad, and we hope that justice will prevail. And just as Rafsanjani have said, that the government should actually pursue this case to the end. Just like I said, you can go to our Facebook page and drop your comment at Unity Radio FM TV. Just like our page and drop your comment. Send in your text message on the number 08037497127, 08037497127. And you can call on the number 07032353315, 07032353315. And what do you think should be the punishment for actually those if anybody found culpable in this particular case of money laundering? Or is it the usuals that a case will stand up just like fire, burning fire now, and before you know it, it will just go down like ashes, and the story will just die just like that, and nothing will be heard of it. But also a thumbs up to the president for actually saying that a probe should be taken to Better Edu's ministry. Yes, even if you are on seat and the past administration, you are a past minister or a present one, it should be probed. If your ministry actually have a default, if anything is sensed to be fishy, then you need to answer some questions, because Nigerians, a lot of people also on social media have said it, that Nigerians have money, but the money is falling into the wrong hands. And we hope that come next elections, the money will actually fall into the right hands by you actually topping up your voters card and going out en masse to actually vote and vote for the right leaders. Not when election comes and a lot of people are being asked to go out and vote. No, I'm not voting. After all, my vote does not count. This and that. It is what you believe that will actually happen to you. Seriously. Because if you believe what other people will actually say, yes, your vote doesn't count, this and that. If you don't go out to vote, definitely, whether you like it or not, other people will go out and vote, and they are not actually voting what you really want. Maybe that particular candidate that you want to be on seat is just needing just a single vote, and you yourself, you are saying you are not going out to vote, and the other candidate that you don't actually want him to win will end up winning because all his people are out en masse, and also they have voted for him. So you see, you don't have any option to actually say that we have bad leaders, this and that. No. Even if, in as much as we have bad leaders, and we also have bad citizens. But what? We need to put all our hands on deck to actually make it better. Not just a single person. You know, for Nigeria to be better is not a single man's job. We need to all put our hands together in our own little way to see that actually things are going the right way. Not really on the top, but at your own level, where you are, be it in the office, where you work, in your workplace. Make sure that things are moving smoothly as a citizen of Nigeria. All right, we'll be going on a music and commercial break with the men on council. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back, and keep your messages coming in on the number 08037497127. Go to our Facebook page at Unity Radio FM TV. Just like our page and drop your comments, and we'll take your comments directly on the program. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Hello at work. Stay calm, keep hustling, and live life to the fullest.
Get ready to be entertained and inspired by the incredible stories around the globe. Don't miss out on the excitement. Hello at Work is an ultimate TV program that brings to you the interesting stories and daily happenings worldwide. Join us Mondays and Thursdays 10 a.m. as we dive into the daily happenings and stories. Tune in and stay. Say hello to the world as you bring in your ideas, as it is a perfect blend of entertainment and information. Get ready to stay up to date while being entertained.
Please pay attention. It starts from the foundation. Everybody needs somebody. You turn a blind eye and care nothing less. Say it's just business, all about the money. You are so unbothered as long as they pay. Say it's just business, all about the money. You know they're on a fast lane, but you've got business to run. So you look away the other way. It concerns you. It a kill love, it a kill dreams. It a land people for jail. War against drug abuse.
Unity. Unity TV. Unity TV.
I was the head boy in my primary school, senior prefect and best graduating student in my secondary school, but drug abuse almost ruined my life.
I was on an average of 2 grams of cocaine per day.
I was taking 8 ampoules of pentazosine daily.
European shisha, cocaine.
I became a user, a dealer, and a gangster.
I saw other users drowning. I knew I didn't want to be like them, but I was already trapped.
My family disowned me.
My employment was terminated.
I sold my car, sold my house. I'll go out well-dressed and return shoeless, shirtless in exchange for drugs.
I was seeing things that were not real, and I once stabbed myself because I felt something crawling under my skin.
I contacted NDLEA and started therapy.
I spent 3 months in therapy.
I spent 8 months.
It's easy to relapse, but your mind has to be stronger than the cravings.
Drugs does not love you. You are not the one using drugs. Drugs are the one using you. Say no to drug abuse. Unity. Unity.
Commercials with the men on console. Before we go for the break, we've taken our first, second, and third story. And our first story reads, Taraba to reintroduce history in primary secondary schools. Now, I hated my parents for giving birth to me, sickle cell amputee who lost 2 siblings. 585.80 million naira fish out Edu Farouk's alleged accomplice. 6 lakhs tell federal government. The number for you to actually call and comment is 07032353315, 07032353315. And this one reads, we have a message on our, you have an SMS that reads, hello presenter, good morning, this program is very important in our society, from Shafi'u Hamisu Rafingura. Thank you so much, Shafi'u. Okay, and we also have another. Okay, let's take a call. Hello, good morning.
Okay, good morning.
Morning. Enenche. Fine, Enenche. Happy New Year. Compliments of the season.
Same to you.
All right, go ahead.
We are fighting corruption.
Okay, go ahead.
The cash person that you steal public funds and you take it to private accounts, the money that is meant for the public. Later on, heard that they have arrested the person that got the money, that embezzled the money that is meant for the public. When you arrest him, after 2 days, you don't hear anything pertaining that issue. Like some people are just above the law, or how I don't understand. You understand? So money meant for people. Some people are just heartless in God. Because I don't see reason of you carrying public money, the money that is not your own. You understand? And we say we are fighting corruption. You see that we are arresting people. Later on, you don't hear anything pertaining that issue. And issue of you that you are going to have masters before you teach in private school. I think it's the wrong decision. They are taking. Now, that means if you have diploma, if you are a diploma holder, that means they will not give you work. You understand? So I think if we want this country to move forward, we should be doing the right thing. You understand? And this thing, we are afraid that God is protect also. And that's everybody over there, please.
All right, thank you so much. And then Chair from Tudunwada, thank you so much. We have a text message that reads, "Hello, Rookie. I think one should thank God for the gift of life and be more patient on his health challenges instead of condemning his parents." This is coming from IBB Taylor. Thank you so much, IBB. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning. What's the name and where you calling us from? Hello, from who from Kadede?
Abdurrahman.
Okay, Abdurrahman from Kadede. Welcome on board. Go ahead.
Thank you very much for this wonderful episode.
You're welcome.
So, thank you. So let me satisfy my mind concerning the issue of budget or renovation of the National Assembly. So,
hello? Abdurrahman. All right, I lost Abdurrahman, and we have some messages on our Facebook page. Keep your messages coming in on our Facebook page at Unity Radio FM TV Jars. We'll soon take your messages. You can call us on the number 07032353315, 07032353315. And we have a comment on our Facebook from Awomi Glass. He says, "Good morning, Unity FM. Watching you live from Abuja Market. Just keep the good work." And we also have a message from Babang Abdul and also Suleiman Adam. He says, "Good morning, Unity FM. Thank you so much. And thank you all for actually finding out time to comment." You can still go there and comment, and we'll take your comments directly on the program. Unity Radio FM TV, our Facebook page, Unity Radio FM TV. You can also view us on our YouTube page at Unity TV. And call us on the number 07032353315. You can go to and also send your text message on the number 08037497127. 08037497127. Hello, good morning. Hello. All right, I can't decipher your message. You can still call on the numbers on your screen, and you are listening to us on your radio. The number is 07032353315. Call and comment on any of the stories we've discussed so far. Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Morning.
Okay, my name is Azitelo. I'm calling from Kunga.
Azitelo from Kunga. Welcome on board. How is Kunga this morning?
Thank you very much. How is yours?
Fine, we thank God. And how is yours?
You thank God. God bless you.
Amen. Thank you so much. Go ahead, I'm listening.
I think corruption in this our country, that corruption that is making everybody going back instead of going forward. You understand?
Yes.
So, let our leaders to be sincere and fighting this corruption one, so that we have development in this our country. You understand?
Yes.
Because one making everything is backward. Because honestly, our leaders, some of them, they are involved in corruption. That's why we cannot, the masses, we cannot enjoy dividends of democracy from them. Please and please let them to be fair of God. That's why this security in our country is always going for because of injustice for our judiciary.
Hello.
Let them use the need to the right time so that we will enjoy the dividend of democracy. God bless our Plateau and Nigeria.
Amen. Thank you so much, Azitelo from Kunga. Thank you so much. The God-fearing is what is missing in a lot of people's life. And what people fail to understand is, death is inevitable. You cannot dodge it. And even you should do the right thing. You should do the right thing because that's the only thing that can actually salvage your situation. The number to still call again is 07032353315, 07032353315. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Okay, I lost that particular caller. I would have loved to hear from your own point of view. I want to hear it all. You can call back again. Hello, good morning.
Morning, good morning.
Morning, what's your name and where are you calling us from?
Good morning, good morning.
Morning, what's your name and where are you calling us from?
I call it for Eshanu and the anti-boy for Rara boy.
Your name is what?
Mama. Yes,
all right, thank you so.
I call it for anti-boy. Wait, and the man is, you don't go like for this man. That's my, and that's why I think I see the show, but that's why I want to go. When I think that one is enough.
All right.
Now, somebody for me, from Ghana, and I have a show for me. I'm going to show. In a bar, I'll come out in a show. Now, that's the way that I can later.
All right, thank you so much, Ajiboy from Enshanu. Okay, he says this program, he's enjoying this particular program. All right, thank you so much, Ajiboy. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Morning, what's your name and where are you calling us from? Hello. All right, the number to still call again is 07032353315. Hello, good morning. Hello. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning, what's your name and where are you calling us from?
My name is Comrade Masu Patrick Okorafo.
All right, Comrade. All right, welcome on board, Comrade Mazi Patrick. Go ahead, I'm listening.
Yeah, you see, issues like this is always very, very hot. And it's coming on a Monday morning. Now, the question is, Mr. and Mrs., Madam and Oga, what do we learn from this type of thing? If you are well organized, well arranged, all these issues will not come up. You bring food, you don't bring food. What do you come to? I start asking myself, people that when you leave your house, you go there without breakfast. What is your mission? As a human being, so you leave house, you're talking about breakfast. At least when you take the breakfast, you get yourself properly equipped to tackle the day's job.
Yes.
Not question of depending where you are going. You see, people don't have manners, they don't have education, they are not cultured. But at the end of the day, you as a human being, it will make you one. You don't plan your life. You don't think about your future. You don't think about the environment. You don't think about if I leave that place, what next? Even the madam in question and the listen, don't you have a family? You see, extravagant life, extra lifestyle does not pay. Nigerians have to think positively because all this of lifestyle does not pay. Take care of your own family and leave other family. That is why I say, that's why I say, this guy is going to pray. What are you praying? People you are praying for, are they doing the needful? Well, they don't pray. What is your lifestyle? God bless this country.
Amen. Thank you so much, Comrade Patrick Mazi. Thank you so much for that comment. What is your benefit if your family actually go out hungry? Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning, what's your name and where are you calling us from?
Hello, Ahmad Jibril Daga Juma Toro.
All right, Ahmad Jibril from Juma Toro. Welcome on board, Ahmad Jibril.
Alhamdulillah. Bye-bye.
All right, thank you so much, Ahmad Jibril. All right, the number to still call again is 07032353315, 07032352315. Keep your messages and text message comments coming in on the number 08037497127. Go to our Facebook page at Unity Radio FM TV. Like our page and drop your comments, and we'll take your comments directly on the program. All right, I think this is with Comrade Patrick Mazi's call. That will be our last call for the day. This is where we draw the curtain of the program Hello at Work. A big thank you to you out there for always sitting down calmly, patiently listening to our stories, and also finding out time to actually call in, comment, send in your text messages, going to our Facebook page, liking it, and also dropping your comments. A big thank you to you all, because without you, I wouldn't be sitting here. I still remain Rukayat Sani Ibrahim, and I urge you to actually keep a date with us on Thursday from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Do not change your dial and keep listening to Unity Radio FM TV, the voice of reason. Do have yourself a stress-free Monday.